Thanks, Cola. I support this private member's motion. We could implement all the actions in the motion and things would certainly improve for a lot of people who are currently suffering under the crazy system. But many of the situations that give rise to drugs would still persist. The criminalisation of drugs is a travesty. It's above all a gift to the gangs that have been handed by the state, a tax-free business that's worth over $2 billion a year annually now. The drugs they sell are not controlled by any quality checks and could have anything in them. When heroin is pushed onto the black market, it gets cut or contaminated with a long list of things that are never meant to enter the human bloodstream. Paracetamol, drain cleaner, sand, powdered milk, talcum powder, coffee, brick dust, spent dust, crushed bleached crystal, pretty much anything. When you take contaminated heroin, you would clog up your veins, damage one or another moving around your body, destroying as you go. This is the cause of heroin addicts on the streets looking in such bad health, more so than just the heroin itself. Action 6 in Jones' motion here is one of the more important in this respect, to end criminalisation of possession for personal use. 4 years ago, now the Joint Committee on Justice travelled to Portugal to see firsthand how their decriminalisation system is working and talk to those involved. They were told by the Portuguese authorities that in the 15 years since decriminalisation, drug consumption had not increased. Portugal did not become a destiny for drug consumers. The number of crimes directly related to drug addiction decreased. Drug consumers are no longer looked upon or treated as criminals, not only by the authorities but also by society and their families. It put an end to thousands of criminal cases for drug consumption that cost time and money with absolute no gain. It costs the Irish state billions policing this stuff at the moment. It is such a colossal waste of lives, of time, of work, of resources, of talent, and it doesn't even work. Almost 1 in 5 people in this country take illegal drugs regularly. They grow their own, they buy it online, they buy it in the streets, taxi cabs, to get it delivered to their homes by An-Post. And no one has a clue whether or not what they're consuming is safe. We need to seriously look at decriminalisation and the possibility of directly regulating and taxing the sale of the products to the public. But we also need to look at the problems behind the trends in drug consumption. Why are hundreds of thousands of people now consuming antidepressants in Ireland? So-called legal ones at that. Many people are leading more stressful lives. The cost of housing is soaring, wages have stagnated, and insecure, low-paid, low-skilled, less rewarding jobs have proliferated in the years since the crash. The truth be told, many people have not recovered from the austerity implemented by the Labour Fine Gael government. Now, effectively, under the right-wing policies of successive governments, we have seen more people working longer for less and being more insecure in their jobs and their homes. People are increasingly working longer in jobs that they find meaningless. In Britain, in 2015, YouGov poll asked people, does your job make a meaningful contribution to the world? 37% said it didn't, and I'm sure the figures wouldn't be much different here. Addressing these structural issues is essential to people's sense of well-being. We can't change the meaningfulness of jobs overnight, although a massive state-run enterprise to change Ireland to a dramatically greener country would provide the kind of employment people could take some pride in. If people don't like their jobs, it's even worse that they spend longer at them and travelling to them, and have less time for family and friends and the energy that one needs to feel good about life. Drug consumption, whether legal or illegal substances, is massively connected to people looking out at the world and seeing a meaningful place for them in it or not. And the issue for us in here is, are we shaping a society that breeds inclusion and security, or inequality and insecurity? I think the least we should do is stop punishing those who have already been excluded and abused by the neoliberal economic and social policies of the last few decades. Thank you very much.